Is this place haunted? I asked, unable to contain my curiosity. No, of course not, sir, she responded smoothly. Nothing to worry about. I guarantee you will have a pleasant stay. Damn, I muttered. She looked perplexed. Were you hoping for another answer? I decided to be honest and told her who I was and what I was doing. She didn't bat an eyelid. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. Your room is on level 1 in the Belgravia wing, just to your right. Will that be all? I hoped not. The Hydro Majestic's history began in 1903, when a retail tycoon purchased 600 acres of property in the small town of Medlow, with a dream to turn it into a world-famous spa, where nervous, alimentary, respiratory and circulatory ailments would be cured. It took some 200 to 300 workmen about 12 months to build the edifice, which stretches more than a kilometre along the crest of a ridge overlooking the Megalong Valley. As the result of a beneficial visit to the famous Matlock Baths in Derbyshire, England, wrote the Sydney Morning Herald in the first newspaper report about the Blue Mountains behemoth, Mr. Mark Foy conceived the idea of building and equipping a hydropathic establishment and sanatorium on the mountains, and perhaps no better spot could have been chosen than Medlow, which soon became Medlow Bath after the owner, who founded Sydney department store chain Mark Foy's, flexed his considerable influence and had the government change the town's name to better suit his establishment. Born in Bendigo in 1865 to Irish immigrants, Foy opened his first store in Sydney in 1885. By 1903, he was one of Australia's wealthiest men. Almost as audacious as Blaxland, Wentworth and Lawson, he decided to build the nation's most expensive and extravagant hotel on the highest point of the Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, which were in parts as wild, rugged and inaccessible as they had been 90 years before. The Herald report continued. The extensive buildings being erected and fast nearing completion will combine the advantages of a city hotel with the freedom and freshness to be found nowhere to the same degree as in the mountains. There are about 100 bedrooms. Each of these will be elaborately fitted, and exterior and interior surroundings will be bright and attractive. Lawn tennis courts, a bowling green, a cricket ground, a swimming bath, etc. are being constructed. There is also a promenade or piazza, some hundreds of feet long, laid down with soft, velvety turf. An electric aerial tramway is being constructed to bring the farm products up from the valley, which lies several thousand feet below the heights on which Medlow Bath is built. This will be furnished with a passenger car, which will run on strong cables, and visitors who desire to essay the journey can travel up and down, suspended in midair about 1,000 feet above the valley. Inaccessible as it was, Foy chose this site for his hotel because he believed it was built on a natural spring. The construction also included a dam capable of servicing a small city and a farm big enough to feed one. He planned on using the wondrous water in the world's biggest and best medicinal spa to treat everything from neurotic complaints to gout and rheumatism. It would employ facilities like hot and cold water treatment, electricity as a curative agent, and sunbaths, all, the Herald assured, scientifically beyond doubt. Foy opened his hydropathic marvel on the 4th of July, 1904. No expense was spared. The facility was state-of-the-art and ready to run. He even reportedly had electricity running and a phone line installed 4 days before the first home in Sydney was lit up. What could go wrong? For starters, the land he'd purchased, because it was teeming with natural mineral springs, did not have any natural...